Hello and welcome back to Curb Stomp City and another episode of ECW Lives on TEW 2016. Tonight we're holding the last ECW Revolt before the big show ECW Global Glory, which will be this Sunday in 6 days' time. And tonight's event will be held from the UAB Alumni Arena in Buffalo, New York, which is in our home region of the tri-state area. We're expecting 5,010 fans tonight, and we're going to try and fill out this 5,000 capacity arena. Now we open with a women's match just to test the waters on that, and it's not really gone down well. An F plus 15 in the pre-show, not brilliant. The crowd weren't happy about seeing Angel Williams or Shelly Martinez as they were here for male competitors. We're going to have to change the product going into the future if we do want to build a women's division. However, I don't think that's going to happen yet. I don't think the talent is quite good enough at this stage to have a worthy division. So we're going to wait a while on that one. But yeah, 15 F+. Then we go to John Cena defeating Rojo in 6 minutes by pinfall after a spin-out powerbomb. John Cena and Rojo just don't click at all, and it showed in their performance. Cena got a 27, Rojo got a 28. And John Cena is improving in technical skills. So yeah, 29E for the pre-show. Then we go to Kevin Steen defeating Kid Cash in 10 minutes by submission. And this is Kevin Steen's big win over Kid Cash. I'm pretty sure Kevin Steen is a lower mid-card, and Kid Cash is a mid-carder. So this should be a big win for him in terms of pushing him up into the mid-card, upper mid-card positions. And this got a 30E+, no improvements to note. Also, we made Kid Cash to be buried, Kevin Steen to dominate, and the match to end with a submission. Kid Cash is on his way out of the company, as he's the only negative influence in the locker room left. So yeah, getting rid of him should boost our shows by quite a bit, I hope. And then we open with Paul Heyman and Joey Styles talking about tonight's #1 contenders tournament, and it will end tonight. The main event tonight will be the final of this tournament. The winner of Jeff Jarrett versus Bryan Danielson and the winner of Sabu and Colt Cobana are going to face in the final, and the winner will face Rhino this Sunday at Global Glory. And this got a 50D+. And Paul Heyman improvised well through this segment. Both men went off the script for this one, and there's no improvements to note. But yeah, 50D+ to open the show. Then in a decent match, Bryan Danielson defeats Jeff Jarrett in 9 minutes 45 by pinfall with a quick cradle. And Jeff Jarrett has debuted his egomaniac gimmick, and apparently he got an awful, which is not good. But yeah, Jarrett got 55, and Bryan Danielson actually out-wrestled him with a 58, which is great. But yeah, D+. Bryan Danielson goes through to the final tonight after defeating Jeff Jarrett, which is a massive win for Bryan. And Jeff Jarrett is improving in flying skills. When I went to book this match, Jarrett didn't want to job, but then he saw Bryan Danielson cracking his knuckles in the distance and then changed his mind, which was pretty cool to see. But yeah, good match overall. Then a video airs showing AJ Styles just to keep him relevant and hopefully boost his popularity. And this was based on overness and got 22E-. Then we go to the last semi-final of the tournament. And in about, we had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. Sabu defeated Colt Cobana in 8 minutes by pinfall with a triple jump moonsault after a distraction from CM Punk. And Sabu got a 69 in this one, and Colt Cobana got 40. And there's no improvements to note. And yeah, this just continues the Colt Cobana CM Punk story that we're going to build to. And this got a 57C-, which is a good result overall. And after the match, Colt rolls out of the ring and grabs a mic and says, "What the hell are you doing, Punk? You want to cost me a chance to go into Global Glory? It seems like since I knocked you out of the tournament last week, you will be free this Sunday too. So I have a proposal for you." Colt climbs into the ring, and Punk is on the entrance ramp, and Colt asks him to get into the ring. And then Punk goes face to face with Colt Cobana in the ring. And CM Punk goes to speak, but Colt covers his mic. "No, Punk, you do enough talking as it is. The last time we wrestled, I won, remember? So how about you give me a television championship match at Global Glory? Or are you worried that I'll take your pride and joy away from you? And Punk says, yeah, you're right. I am free this Sunday, and I am looking for opponents. So, okay, you're on, Colt, but on one condition. And then Punk smashes Colt over the face with his belt and says it's going to be a first blood match. Then Colt is on the floor with blood draining from his head, and then Punk hits him with the GTS and holds the title in the air. And that is a match set for this Sunday. CM Punk defends his championship against Colt Cobana, which should be a good match. A heated rivalry, a personal rivalry, is going to go head to head at the big event. And CM Punk is getting better at his gimmick. Rhino helped Punk during the segment. The announce quality lifted the segment. The colour commentary gave the match a boost, and the angle got the crowd hotter. There's no improvements to note, and that's about it for this one. 47D. Then Rhino defeats Spike Dudley in 10 minutes with a pinfall after a pile driver, and this one got a C61. This match got the crowd hotter. Spike Dudley got a 51, and Rhino got a 78. So yeah, Rhino is improving in performance skills, and so is Spike. And this is just to give the champion some momentum going into the event, where he's going to defend against the winner of tonight's main event. Then we go to, after the match, Justin Credible and Kevin Steen attack Tommy Dreamer and Spike Dudley. Of course, Tommy Dreamer would have been in ringside with Spike, and the tag champions have been attacked by Justin Credible and Kevin Steen, and this got a 42D. Then in the main event of tonight's show, in about that decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, Sabu defeats Bryan Danielson in 12 minutes by pinfall with a triple jump moonsault. And Bryan Danielson is getting better at his gimmick, and this match got the crowd buzzing, and Sabu got a 69, Bryan got a 56. So yeah, great main event, to be honest. C plus 68, one of our highest matches so far, I would think. So yeah, good result. Then after the match and after the show ends, this is actually on the post show, which is something I've never used before. After the match, Sabu and Bryan Danielson shake hands in a show of respect. But yeah, 50D plus to end the show in the post show. Overall, we got a C. Apparently, Kevin Steen was slightly overused, which is a shame. Hopefully, he gets pushed into the mid card soon, so that won't happen. And this show increased our popularity in 19 regions. We didn't actually lose any popularity this time. So yes, C60 overall, decent show. And before we continue the series, I have to address this. As you would have seen, there's been some bird noises in the video just randomly, just to tease a debut. And that debut was going to be for Sting. A lot of people were speculating. We had Raven crop up, and that would make sense as well, the bird noises. But it was going to be Sting. However, I slightly fucked up in this one. And as you can see, Sting has rejected your negotiations, as it was only recently that his talks with ECW collapsed. So what happened is I offered him a contract. It was a one appearance deal. He accepted the deal, and then I changed my mind. I thought, well, I want to make him the GPWC champion. That was the plan. So he's going to need more than one appearance. So I rejected the contract and went to offer him a new one, and he says no. So what I did then, I thought, oh, it's a bit annoying because I have been, hyping it. I've been making the videos and pushing the fact that something's going to happen with these bird noises. So what I tried to do, well, I did successfully, was I took over as Pro Wrestling Noah, and then I actually loaned him to us from them. But then I thought, well, that's sort of, is that cheating? Is it not? He did accept the contract, and it's actually going to cost me more to loan him because of fees. But in the end, I decided, in terms of the integrity of the series, I've had to cancel that loan. He's also left Noah, and he's gone back to on hiatus, which is a real shame because it was going to be a huge main event this Sunday. It was going to be the GPWC champion versus Sting, and it would have drew so much. But yeah, that has happened, and that's not happening anymore. But I will say now that there's going to be someone coming in to replace Sting, and Sting will sign in the future when we can. We could have had him on loan, but I thought it was kind of cheating, so I didn't do that in the end. But yeah, so apologies for that. If you were excited to see how that ended out, I fucked it up. So yeah. In terms of signings that have happened, we have a big match booked for this Sunday where Liz Mark Jr. will take on Minoru Tanaki. Both men, as you can see from their stats, are good. High flying strong for Liz Mark. And I'm very excited about Minoru Tanaka. His rumble is strong, his technicals are very strong, his high flying is strong, his performance is very strong, physical is very strong, entertainment strong. I'm not sure how he does for his English speaking. I'm not really sure how to see that. But also in Japan, he's very over. So this guy could be huge for ECW. He's only 28 years old, but he's loyal to New Japan, so he would never join us if it meant leaving them. And he can't actually work in America at the minute, but we have got him on loan from New Japan. Liz Mark is from CMLL, and Minoru Tanaka is from, obviously, New Japan. For this match, for this Sunday, Liz Mark, we're going to try and get rid of the junior, but he is taken his father's gimmick. As you can see, he's a second-generation superstar from Acapulco, Mexico. Second-generation superstar. He's a luchador, middleweight, and he's been a pro for 9 years now. And on the PW 500, he's actually 247th. Then on the other side, we have the 28-year-old, the same age as Liz Mark. And he's born in Komaki, Japan. And his background, he was originally a shoot boxer before he joined pro wrestling. And his style is a technician. His weight class is lightweight, and he's got a 2-year disadvantage at years pro compared to his opponent Liz Mark. In the PW 500, he is 103, which is great. He is a former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he's the current IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion over there in Japan. So yeah, I'm very excited for this match. Two international loanees going face to face at the biggest event of ECW's history. And in terms of the confirmed card that you're going to see in the next episode, as discussed, Minoru Tanaka takes on Liz Mark Jr. Then in an ECW World Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match, Lucid Dreamers defend against Steen Incredible. Then ECW World Junior Heavyweight Champion Bryan Danielson will take on AJ Styles. AJ Styles had his feud with the Blue Meanie cut short, so he's going to have to have a match. And then I've chose to give him a World Junior Heavyweight Championship match. Then we see two former friends, now bitter enemies, go on head to head for the World Television Championship. Then we see Rhino take on Sabu. Sabu is the first ever Hall of Famer in ECW, and he's got his chance after winning the lucrative ECW Global Glory Tournament. And he's going to go head to head with the Man Beast. Then in the main event, we see the GPWC World Heavyweight Championship on the line, where Tatsumi Fujinami will take on a mystery opponent. And to find out who that mystery opponent is, tune in next time for ECW Lives. But yeah, hopefully you're excited for this card. If you are, hit the like button and subscribe for more TEW 2016 and general wrestling content. And until next time, peace.